Hi, I'm Burjo.
I'm Jace.
I am the kid on the couch.
And this is
This is what we did on the weekend at Knotfest Sydney with Anders from In Flames.
In Flames. Hello, sir. Is it true? It's
Yeah.
your birthday today.
It is, yeah.
Happy birthday.
sir.
Thank you, my man. Thank you.
Birthday.
I appreciate
Big
that. Thank you.
5-0 here.
Thank you. Yeah,
Bro.
it's a number.
It is.
You're killing it, man.
It's a
Like,
number.
Just a number.
You're still on top at 50. Your band's incredible. Touring the world.
Yeah.
Playing festivals. Still smashing every night. Full of
Yeah.
energy.
Yeah, I mean, if you have a good time and you hang out with your friends, this keeps you young.
It's good.
When you wake up and in the morning it hurts, you know what I mean?
I understand.
Yeah,
So I saw you tour here in 2004,
yeah,
and I think I just watched that set just before,
Mm-hmm.
and the energy is still the same.
yeah, man.
How are you still doing it?
With passion. We love what we're doing, and obviously the audience, people out there, they bring it out of you. You know, I love it. I mean, I don't want to go on stage and be like, I'm so lucky I can do what I do, and especially after COVID and everything, it taught you that you can't take this shit for granted.
100%.
You know?
Yeah.
So you have to go out there and do your thing, and then treat it as it's like the last show ever, because you don't know how long it will last. You know?
And you've dropped an album,
Yeah.
and it's absolute fire.
Yeah. It's
It's hard to drop. It's hard to drop good albums when you've been around for ages.
No,
I reckon,
no,
like-
no, it's not. It's not
He's like,
difficult.
now we've got this.
Well, a lot of bands sort of change their ways depending on their labels at time and stuff.
Yeah, but we've done it. I mean, we've gone through phases, and we've been all over the place. But every time we release an album, we always feel this is the best thing we ever done. And then sometimes people agree with you, and sometimes people don't agree with you, and that's fine. And we never want to repeat ourselves. And right now, it feels like most people agree. And I'm so happy. But again, I hate talking about COVID, and people are tired of hearing me talking about COVID. But everything that happened during that time, we were not part of. I wasn't part of my touring family, the band, the guys in the crew, and the fans and everyone, and we were really missing it. So we took all that energy and created this album, and I think it came out. Yeah, it's like everything that we ever done in the past. And wherever we're going, like it's all on this album. Like the melody, the aggression, that's the DNA of In Flames, and that's what you hear. And if you don't like this album, I can't help you. They're not. This is like,
If they don't like it, they can just get fucked. Let's be real. Come on.
So yeah,
So you were one of like the pioneers of that Gothenburg, Swedish mellow death sort of sound, and there's like a handful of bands, and then it inspired all the new bands of the 2000s.
yeah. We were a bunch of bands that, I would say, luckily we started before the internet and before social media, and we had no clue what we were doing.
Yeah.
Like we were in our little bubble, creating this music and trading ideas back and forth, and members were coming out like, it's definitely a bubble. And then we all started to get recognition, and bands got signed and stuff like that, and then the music traveled, and all of a sudden they gave it a name, and we had no idea. But yeah, it was fun. It was magical times. I'm very fortunate that I could be part of that. It will be something I remember forever. So yeah, it's very, very cool.
I think it was because of you guys. I used to just search Gothenburg, and any band that came from there, I was like, let's listen, let's give it a crack, just because you had that distinct style then.
Yeah, I mean, I love it. And it's like we at the end of last year, we did a European tour, and we brought our friends from At the Gates with us, and it was so cool because we ended the show in Gothenburg. Like, it's the biggest indoor arena that we have, where I went as a kid, watched Iron Maiden and Priest and all that stuff. So it was a sold out show of almost 10,000 people.
Sick.
And us and At the Gates playing the same night, and we all been doing all the small clubs in Gothenburg. So that was like I'm almost
Yeah.
on tear, you know.
The full circle.
Yeah, I was almost crying on stage
Yeah.
thinking about it because it was so cool that we can share that night together, you know.
Yeah, it's wild to have all these tour with all these bands
Yeah.
all across the world, inspire bands, and then bands play with you, and then you play with big bands and other small bands, just festivals because you're a touring band.
Yeah, no, we love that. We have like 2 modes. Like it's a touring band, like that's
And
all we do,
Yep.
and then we switch modes, and then we're recording, and that's all we think about.
Yep.
So yeah,
Yeah, it's cool the longevity because it's a hard job. It's not for everyone.
No, well, you know, it's like I think we all have bad days, whether you're a banker, a postman, or a guy doing a podcast or a video, whatever. Whatever. Like we all would go to our work and be like, "Fuck this," but you know, it's like, yeah, I love it. I am so happy I can. Because it's still my hobby, you know. I
Yeah.
still go out to record stores, buy music, listen to music, and I'm so fortunate I can do what I love, you know.
It's good.
Traveling the world,
Yeah.
coming to rainy Australia,
Yeah, no. Oh, so
something that you didn't expect, you know.
yesterday was great, and
It was cold yesterday though.
so did you play Adelaide, Melbourne, Sydney?
Yes.
Yeah.
I
So-
sent my rider to your government and said I want sun, but apparently they didn't.
So you had sun for a few of the days.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah,
That's right. We're in
Yeah.
Sydney today. Brisbane tomorrow. It looks like it's going to be very
gonna be
warm,
alright?
very hot.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah, that's cool. Cool.
You'll get your sun. Yeah. Well, the Prime Minister's coming through for
Because
you.
we have like snow and ice in Sweden
but
right
yeah,
now.
you have like
Yeah.
the big days of just darkness.
So for us, this is a heavy metal vacation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
A little summer holiday. It's good.
yeah.
So, with the new album, you've been touring in Australia with Slipknot. You played with Slipknot. Oh, you've played with Slipknot along the journey of the
Yeah.
along the ride.
Yeah.
So-
We've known those guys for a long time. So.
It's cool.
Yeah.
And,
They're amazing. I mean, still like a band that's been around for such a long time and still, pushing the boundaries and do what they do. I mean, it's a fairly extreme band, and they got such exposure for being that extreme,
Yeah,
and,
like-
and I think that's really cool.
It's
So-
a broad audience.
Yeah. And also they are not a band that stands still. They all like whenever they release a new album, they pushing it. So it's very cool.
You were saying before about everyone has good days and bad days in every job. What's one of the worst things that's happened to you on stage, like a bad?
I mean, obviously, is when technical shit happens, but for the most part, that's just a glitch, in the
Yeah.
show. I don't know. I mean, it's when someone's get hurt, and I've seen there's been, when people get hurt in the audience, that really is tough to see.
Hardest thing to do,
Euro festivals.
Yeah, but it's in America too, like all over the place, really. And then sometimes some of the security people take advantage to use their situation to, like, 99% are fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And they're here, and that's what I love about the heavy metal community. Everybody's here to help, But there's some, rotten eggs,
Bad
whatever.
eggs in the bunch,
Right. That you take advantage of the situation. And there's been times where I had to stop the song and like, dude, you need to leave because this is not good. So,
Yeah.
so those are the worst. When fans get hurt, that's because a guitar or whatever, or my mic doesn't work. It's whatever.
Yeah. You sometimes see that one security guard that's like definitely never seen heavy metal before.
Yeah.
So they don't fully understand what's happening.
Well, again, 99.8
99, yes.
are really really cool, and they take care of everyone. So you shouldn't put too much focus on bad people. But yeah,
So what was the first show you went to? Ever?
as a
as a fan.
wow, could be some Scorpion show or.
Scorpions.
Yeah, fun, dude. That's my first love. Scorpions.
Oh,
that
yes.
that's my introduction to hard rock. That's where it,
Yeah, sick.
that's where it
Yeah.
started. Yeah.
That's an awesome
I mean,
first show.
I don't. Maiden show. Metallic and Justice for All, like with Queen Strike opening up, stuff like that. It's been, it's been.
You've had a good run.
It's been a minute since that time, so
absolutely.
That's wild.
and a few beers in between, so my memory is a little bit.
I think the first time I saw you in Australia was 05 or 06 for Soundwave.
Yeah.
And the long hair and the smashing VBs and
Yeah.
Yes.
I was like, man, what a band. Like, I've listened and then I watched, and then watching you the other night with Megadeth in Melbourne, like, oh my god, it's still high energy. And
Yeah.
it's like 20 years ago.
Yeah, no. I mean, it's been cool. We love being here, so and everybody's super nice, and yeah.
Yeah, it's good seeing you come back to Australia all the time. There's a lot of bands.
But it's been way too long in between this
It has been a
and
while,
then, you
but-
know.
Yeah.
Like, things happen.
Yeah. We'll
Shit
see.
happens,
We'll see.
Yeah.
So like I said, you've been touring for a very long time. You've probably done everything you've wanted. Is there anything left on the bucket list? Like anyone left to play with that you haven't, that you need to?
Yeah, I mean, there are places I want to go. Yeah, for sure. Bands. I mean, there's tons of bands that might not be the perfect lineup for the audience. You know, like I would love to tour with Nine Inch Nails, but that's not an audience that would fit. I think.
It doesn't matter.
But I'm
Okay.
such like Trent Reznor is a huge inspiration to me. I would love to be a fly on the wall when him and Atticus are doing their productions and stuff like that. I would love to tour with Depeche Mode, but that wouldn't happen either. But you know, I like the tons of bands that I would love to be part of. But I don't know, man. Yeah. Some places I would love to go to.
I can just picture the Depeche Mode fans with In Flames playing just before them.
That was like, you know, Scorpion. I talked about Scorpions before. So Scorpions and Depeche Mode. I was 10 years old. That was pretty much the same time. And back then, you can't listen to both. You were
One
a
or the
heavy
other,
metal
yep.
kid, or you were listening to synth, right? So that was it. So I was like, oh, I listen to heavy metal. And then I went home and listened to Depeche Mode. So
It's different now. You can listen to whatever you want.
now I don't give a shit
Yeah,
anymore.
you can do whatever you want. No one cares. It's just.
And I'm
it's all
old and I don't
fun.
care.
I think we've all got that secret band we don't tell people about.
Nothing. There's no such thing as, you know, like when people ask you, guilty pleasures, I'm like, I don't have any.
It's all good.
I don't give a shit.
Yeah, sick.
Awesome.
Well, thanks for coming on. Happy birthday.
Yeah, thank you guys. Thanks for having me.
Thank you very much.
See you in 10 years.
Yeah.
10 years. 10 years.
Love that.